10 Powerful Ways to Love Yourself. Have you ever stopped to wonder why loving yourself seems so difficult? It's because loving yourself isn't something society teaches. It's something you must discover and cultivate within. In this video, we're going to uncover 10 powerful ways to love yourself and transform your mindset forever. You might feel like you're battling the pressures of insecurity, anxiety, or a crippling fear of judgment every day, and you're not alone in that struggle. The reality is, many of us spend years feeling broken or not good enough, doubting our value, and trying to meet impossible expectations. But I promise you, there's a way to break free from that cycle, and it starts within you. By following the insights and practical steps we discussed today, you will gain the confidence, assurance, and inner peace you've been searching for. This video is your roadmap to self-discovery and mindset development. Throughout, I'll not only share valuable, scientifically backed tips, but also provide simple, actionable steps that you can start implementing right now. Trust me, the impact will be profound if you stay with me till the end. So, grab a notebook, find a quiet spot, and let's dive deep. If you find this video helpful, don't forget to share it with someone who needs this. Save it for future reference, and subscribe for more empowering content. Let's begin this transformative journey together. Many of us have a very hard time loving ourselves. We constantly beat ourselves up over past mistakes, compare ourselves unfavorably to others, and dwell on our perceived flaws. But do you know what happens when you fail to recognize your own worth? You end up feeling stuck, frustrated, and unfulfilled. You remain trapped in a vicious cycle of self-doubt and negative self-talk that prevents you from reaching your full potential. Picture this. You're at work or with friends, and there's a nagging voice in your head saying you're not good enough, that you don't deserve success or happiness. This is a common struggle for many people. Imagine waking up every morning feeling empowered, confident, and deserving of all the good things life has to offer. Imagine looking in the mirror and appreciating the person staring back at you, flaws and all. It's within your reach. But first, we need to identify what's holding you back. Many of us have absorbed beliefs over time that contribute to our inability to love ourselves. For instance, you might constantly seek validation from others to feel good about yourself, or you might be overly critical of your appearance, talents, or achievements. These limiting beliefs can stem from various experiences like being criticized growing up, feeling overshadowed by siblings, or dealing with negative social interactions that have chipped away at your self-esteem. Let's take a typical example of Sarah, a young professional. Always excels at her job but never feels it's enough. She often feels like an imposter, fearing that others will discover she's a fraud. This mindset affecting Sarah is not unique. It's something many people grapple with daily. Imagine yourself carrying a heavy backpack filled with rocks, each rock representing a negative belief or experience that drags you down. The weight is exhausting, isn't it? When you don't love yourself, you lug around these burdens continuously, impacting every aspect of your life from your relationships to your career. But here's the crucial point: you can choose to let go of these rocks. You can unburden yourself and learn to cherish who you are. The issue here is deeply rooted in the narratives we've accepted about ourselves and the habits we've developed to cope with our insecurities. To transform this situation, we must first acknowledge that these are not immutable truths, but rather temporary states of mind that can be changed. By understanding and identifying the issue, we create room for solutions and powerful ways to foster self-love, leading to a more fulfilling and happier life. The journey begins with recognizing the real issue and taking intentional steps toward loving yourself wholeheartedly. One of the most apparent signs that you may not be fully loving yourself is negative self-talk. You know those moments when you drop something or make a mistake, and the first words out of your mouth might be, "I'm so stupid," or "I can never get anything right." This kind of inner dialogue can be incredibly damaging. Imagine talking to a friend the way you talk to yourself. it would undoubtedly strain the relationship. Negative self-talk is a clear indicator that you aren't treating yourself with kindness and respect, which are fundamental to self-love. Another significant sign is constantly seeking approval from others. If you find that your self-worth hinges on the validation you get from others, whether it's through social media likes, praise from your boss, or compliments from your friends, it means you're not recognizing your intrinsic value. Self-love means deriving your worth from within, not from what others think or say about you. Reflect on whether you often change your behavior, hobbies, or opinions just to fit in or please others. This need for external validation can be a sign of a deeper lack of self-acceptance and love. An inability to set boundaries is another strong sign that you may struggle with self-love. If you find yourself saying yes to things you really want to say no to, or if you allow others to take advantage of your time and energy, it's a red flag. Setting healthy boundaries is a crucial aspect of self-love because it shows that you value your well-being and are willing to protect it. Pay attention to how often you compromise your needs and desires just to keep others happy. If it happens frequently, it's time to reevaluate and set some self-respecting limits. Moreover, neglecting your physical health can be a telltale sign of lacking self-love. This might manifest as poor eating habits, lack of exercise, or inadequate sleep. Your body is your most valuable asset, and taking care of it is a form of self-respect. However, when you are not attuned to your needs or prioritizing your health, it indicates a disconnection from self-love. Consider whether you often push your body beyond its limits without adequate rest or nourishment. This neglect is a signal that you may need to cultivate a deeper appreciation and care for your physical being. Lastly, another sign is feeling unworthy of positive experiences or sabotaging your own success. Have you ever noticed that when something good happens to you, you question if you really deserve it, or worse, you do something that somehow diminishes the positive impact? This self-sabotage stems from a belief that you're not worthy of good things, a clear sign of a lack of self-love. Loving yourself means recognizing and embracing that you are deserving of all the good things in life. It means celebrating your successes without guilt and embracing happiness without questioning your worthiness. By identifying these signs, negative self-talk, seeking approval from others, inability to set boundaries, neglecting physical health, and feeling unworthy, you begin to paint a picture of where you might be struggling with self-love. Recognizing these behaviors is the first step toward understanding and ultimately changing them. This awareness allows you to consciously work on areas that need attention, paving the way for a more self-loving and fulfilling life. When we talk about self-love, it's essential to delve into the root causes that often stand in our way. The journey to loving yourself can be arduous, not because you're incapable, but because multiple psychological and sociological factors can cloud your self-perception. Let's explore these underlying causes deeply to understand why self-love sometimes seems so unattainable. First, consider the psychological aspect. From a young age, many of us are conditioned to seek external validation, whether it's the grades we get in school, the approval of our parents, or the likes on our social media posts. We learn to measure our worth based on external feedback. This external, focused mindset creates a cycle where our self-worth is constantly in the hands of others, making self-love a secondary concern. Studies in psychology suggest that this external validation can significantly impact our self-esteem and overall happiness. Moreover, there's the powerful influence of societal norms. Society often imposes rigid standards of beauty, success, and behavior, and falling short of these ideals can lead to self-criticism and self-doubt. Renowned sociologist Irving Goffman explained how we perform societal roles and the immense pressure it puts on us to conform. When you continuously compare your genuine self to these idealized versions perpetuated by media and society, it becomes increasingly difficult to embrace who you truly are. In addition, the fear of judgment is another critical barrier. We've all experienced the sting of criticism, and it's natural to want to avoid it. Yet, this fear can become paralyzing, keeping you from expressing your true self and pursuing what genuinely makes you happy. Research shows that the human brain is wired to be cautious of social rejection, a survival mechanism passed down from our ancestors who depended on social groups to thrive. This innate fear can hinder personal growth and self-acceptance. Then, let's not forget the role of past traumas and negative experiences. Whether it's childhood bullying, failed relationships, or professional setbacks, these experiences can leave deep emotional scars. Renowned psychologists like Carl Jung have emphasized how unresolved past issues can significantly affect our present mindset. When you carry the weight of past failures and heartbreaks, it becomes challenging to foster a loving relationship with yourself. Finally, there's the neurological battle with our very own brains. Neuroscience reveals that our brains have a negativity bias, a tendency to focus more on negative experiences than positive ones. This bias can be traced back to our ancestors who needed to be vigilant of potential dangers for survival. In today's context, this means that a single negative comment or experience can overshadow several positive ones, leading to a harsh self-critique. Understanding these causes is not about finding excuses, but about gaining clarity. When you recognize that self-love isn't an inherent flaw or impossible feat, but a journey hampered by tangible, identifiable obstacles, you empower yourself. You can then take mindful steps to address these factors, altering your habits and mindset to create a more supportive environment for self-discovery and self-acceptance. By diving into the psychological, sociological, and neurological aspects of why self-love is often elusive, you gain a comprehensive understanding that can pave the way for genuine, lasting self-appreciation. The next steps involve actively countering these influences with intentional and practical strategies, which we'll explore further. When it comes to loving yourself, the action steps you take are key to transforming your mindset and cultivating true self-compassion. Let's dive into 10 powerful ways to love yourself, each accompanied by clear actions you can start implementing today. First, practice self-acceptance. Start each morning by looking in the mirror and acknowledging yourself. Say, "Today, I accept myself exactly as I am." It's important to embrace your flaws as well as your strengths. By consistently doing this, you break down the barriers of self-criticism and build a foundation of self-love. Next, engage in self-care. Allocate at least 30 minutes daily to an activity that rejuvenates you, whether it's reading a book, taking a long bath, or meditating. Self-care reinforces the belief that you deserve time and attention. Set a reminder on your phone to dedicate time to yourself every day. Cultivating gratitude is another transformative practice. Begin a gratitude journal where you write down 3 things you're thankful for each day. This exercise shifts your focus from what's lacking to what you have, fostering a positive mindset and appreciation for life's blessings. Setting healthy boundaries is crucial. Identify areas in your life where you feel overwhelmed or taken for granted. Make a list and set clear, respectful boundaries in these areas. Communicate these boundaries confidently, and remember, saying no when you need to is an act of self-love. To counter negative self-talk, replace criticism with affirmation. Every time you catch yourself thinking something negative about yourself, counter it with a positive affirmation. For example, if you think, "I'm not good enough," immediately counter with, "I am worthy and capable." This trains your brain to default to positive thinking. Surround yourself with positivity. Dedicate time to reassessing your social circles and making sure you're surrounded by those who uplift and inspire you. Engage more with friends and family who support your growth, and consider limiting interactions with those who drain your energy. Exercise not just for physical health, but as a celebration of your body. Choose a form of movement you enjoy, be it dancing, yoga, or even walking. Aim for at least 20 minutes a day. This not only boosts your mood through the release of endorphins, but also reinforces the message that your body is worth taking care of. It's important to pursue your passions. Allocate time towards hobbies and activities that light you up, whether it's painting, writing, or playing an instrument. Engaging in passions can remind you of your unique talents and bring joy into your life. Practice mindfulness. Spend a few minutes each day focusing on your breath and being present in the moment. Apps like Headspace or Calm can guide you through mindfulness exercises, helping reduce anxiety and improve your overall well-being. Lastly, invest in personal growth. Commit to reading at least one self-help book a month or enrolling in online courses that interest you. This constant learning and self-improvement signal to yourself that you are a priority, and it equips you with tools for continued self-development. These 10 steps, when woven into your daily routine, can transform how you view and treat yourself. It's about creating habits that reinforce your worth and fostering a mindset where self-love becomes second nature. Start today, and remember to be patient with yourself. Self-love is a journey, but each step you take is a step towards a happier, more fulfilling life. Remember, loving yourself isn't just a destination, it's an ongoing journey. As we've explored today, there are myriad ways to nurture self-love and develop a mindset that celebrates your unique, incredible self. You are worthy of love, not just from others but from yourself as well. This video has shared 10 powerful strategies to help you start or continue that journey. From practicing self-compassion to setting healthy boundaries, embracing your flaws, and cultivating gratitude. Each step is a commitment to yourself that you deserve to be treated with the utmost respect and kindness. Take a moment right now to acknowledge something amazing about yourself. Feel that surge of pride and joy. It's real, and it's deserved. Empower yourself by taking these practices to heart. Start today, not tomorrow or next week. The best time to begin loving yourself is now. I challenge you to pick one technique from this video and implement it in your life immediately. Reflect on how it makes you feel. Share your experiences in the comments below. Let's build a community where we support and uplift each other. If you found this video helpful, save it. Share it with friends who might benefit, and keep coming back to remind yourself of these important practices. Subscribe to this channel for more content that guides you on a path of self-discovery and personal growth. Remember, each small step you take brings you closer to a deeply fulfilling self-love. You've got this. Let's continue this journey together. Keep shining, keep growing, and keep loving yourself.